I have a hot sauce related question. What is the fastest game bird on the European continent? Is it the red grouse? Or the golden plover? No, seriously. Hugh Beaver wants to know. Sir Hugh Beaver, the director of the Guinness Brewery in 1951. One night, after a long hunt, there was a friendly argument between him and another hunter at an Irish pub. What was the fastest game bird in Europe? After attempting to confirm his assumption, he found that there was no reference book to help him vindicate his answer. Something had to be done. Pubs across Ireland needed solutions to these benign arguments. An employee recommended the twins, Ross and Norris McWhirter, as publishers. The deal was done. 1955. The first edition of the Guinness Book of Records is released to the public and broke its own record for books sold. It answered all the questions you would need to know. Take this 1971 edition, for example. Largest cake, 1962. Van de Kamp's Dutch Bakery in Seattle, 25,000 pounds. Most expensive tea, oolong, $10 per pound. Rarest condiment, kakwam, $100 per ounce. Wait, let's go back to that last one. What's that part in the middle? Yeah, the spice section. That looks like the starting point of the hottest race in the world. This is the earliest reference point to the world's hottest pepper. 1888. Tabasco. Reported by Tabasco sauce founder himself, Edmund McIlhenny. Despite no scientific proof, and this looking like a big PR stunt, it's all we officially have to go on. Our first hot pepper, the Avery Island Tabasco chili. The Tabasco pepper does have a theoretical max Scoville rating of 50,000 Scoville heat units. That's 10 times hotter than Dr. Garcia's number 9, or a jalapeno. So it's no slouch in terms of heat. It would hold this title until 1980, when suddenly and abruptly it was dethroned by a Filipino pepper, the Siling Labuyo. At a theoretical max of 100,000 Scoville heat units, twice the heat of the Tabasco, it's reaching actual, proper heat levels. Its inclusion in the 1980 book is a mystery. No mention of who submitted it or its Scoville rating. I have a theory, and it's related to this man, Ferdinand Marcos. He was the dictator of the Philippines from 1965 to 1986. The combination of kleptocratic policies, institution of martial law, and the opening of US borders to Asians in 1965 led to an influx of Filipino immigrants. As with any diaspora, cuisine followed. The Siling Labuyo grew in popularity, often rebranded as the bird's eye chili. It is possible that it was mistaken for the tepin chili. Not only does Guinness name drop the tepin as if they are the same pepper, but they are close to the same size, same Scoville heat unit, and can also be called the bird's eye chili. The Siling Labuyo's record as the world's hottest chili is confusing. The system of measurement they added in 1987 doesn't really help either. Guinness decided to measure Scoville heat units by detectable heat of dried pepper in grams per pound of bland sauce. This brings up a few questions. Why mix metric and imperial measurement systems? What is the sauce made of? Why is it measured in weight and not volume? Who or what detected the pungency of the heat? What do they classify as heat? If you can answer any of these questions, please let me know. I'm beyond understanding. The Saling Labuyo, or tepin, would sit at the top spot until 1994, when a surprisingly common pepper would take the top spot, the humble habanero. The pepper that had been around in the Americas for 7,000 years and is a common ingredient in South American and Caribbean cuisine would finally get its time to shine. Once again, we are left to question how this was brought up to Guinness and how they discovered it was 3.5 times hotter than the Saling Labuyo, especially with their measurement system. I'm sure the answer is lost to time. But the habanero would only sit there for a year. That brings us to 1995, which is a red letter year. On the next episode, a pepper so important that we need to spend nearly an entire episode talking about it and its creation. Thanks for watching. Oh, and by the way, the fastest game bird in Europe is the plover.